transition into math. What have we been working on? Who can tell me by the raise of hands? Okay, Brooke, what have we been working on?
Operations.
Operations. We know that there are 4 operations. There's addition, subtraction, and then there's 2 more we've been working with lately. Becca?
Multiplication and division.
Multiplication and division. Fabulous. So let's go ahead and read our objectives for today. So let's read it together.
I will be able to identify which mathematical operations
to use to solve the equation. Fabulous. Who can tell me what identify means? Connor?
Find out.
To find out or to know. Fabulous. I love that. Okay, let's keep going to the next one.
I will be able to identify which mathematical operation to use to solve a two-step problem.
Perfect. So we're going to be working with single-step and two-step equations. And let's do our last one.
I will be able to explain why I chose the operations that I did for the examples.
Perfect. And you're going to be able to explain orally, so with speaking. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hold up an equation and the operation is missing. So what you're going to need to do is stand up and go to the operation which you think it is. So if you were to solve 17 blank 4 equals 21, which operation would you use? Go ahead and move to that operation. Fabulous. So you all said addition. So why did you, go ahead and talk together. Why did you say addition? Why did you choose addition?
Well, I chose addition because I know that 17 plus 4 equals 21 because if you subtracted, it'd be less than 21. It'd be less than 17, so I knew that it had to be above that.
Okay, so we know that subtraction and division show that our number's going to get, our answer is going to get smaller. But why isn't it multiplication?
Because
multiplication, you're timing it by whatever number, so
Yeah.
it gets smaller.
So you're taking that number and putting it into different groups, rather than in addition, you're just adding to that group.
Yeah.
Perfect. Should we try another one?
Yeah.
Okay. We've been working on these single equations for a while, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right into a two-step.
Holy cow.
It sounds a little bit more tricky. So we have 2 blank 7 times 3 divided by 6 divided by 3 equals 18. So we know with parentheses next to each other, we know that that means they are
Being
multiplying. So we're saying 2 blank 7 times 6 divided by 3 equals 18. So go ahead and move to the operation you think it would be. Fabulous. So we have 1 who says this is multiplication and 2 who say addition.
My bad, wrong thing.
Wrong.
I thought that was addition.
Addition and multiplication, they kind of look alike. They're just at a slant. Perfect. So why did we say addition, Brooke?
Because if you did 7 minus 2, it'd be...
Well, you wouldn't. It would be 2 minus 7.
Yeah, and
That would give you a negative number.
that would give you a negative number, so that wouldn't work. And then if you divided, it would be a decimal.
That would be hard.
And then if you multiplied, it'd be 14, and then 6 divided by 3 is 2, which would be too much.
Perfect.
So you have to add.
Fabulous. Any more thoughts on this one? Connor.
You just do 7 plus 2, which equals 9, and then 6 divided by 3 equals 2, and 9 times 2 equals 18.
Couldn't have said it any better. Thank you. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's do this one. 7 times 2 blank 1. So our 7 times 2 is in parentheses. Okay, so we have 1 who says multiplication and 1 or 2 that say division. So what if I told you we're both right? That'd be awesome, right? Well, you are. You're both right. So let's explain why we think it's multiplication first.
Because 7 times 2 is 14, and then if you did 14 times 1, everything times 1 is the same number.
A number times 1 equals itself. Okay, now let's hear from division. Connor.
7 times 2 equals 14, and And since the answer is 14, you know it's either going to be multiplication or division.
Okay, because a number divided by 1 is itself. Perfect. So let's go ahead and bring it on back in.
Go ahead and turn that off.
All right. And so let's go through our operations. Who had fun? Who had fun with that activity? Who thought it was boring? Okay, so we could probably make it a little bit more fun next time. But let's go through our operation or our objectives and make sure we went ahead and met them all. So let's read them over. Well, let me make them into questions. Were you able to identify the mathematic operation in a single-step equation?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you were. We did that in our first one. Okay, and were you able, in our second objective, were you able to find the mathematic operation in a two-step equation?
Yes.
Yes, you were. You did that. And lastly, were you able to explain why you chose the operations you did?
Yes.
Yeah, you did. And how did you do that?
By
figuring out the problem
By
and
using-
explaining the steps you used to solve it.
Perfect. By figuring out the problem and then either talking to a partner, talking to a group, or talking to the whole entire class about why it was correct and explaining the steps to the problem. That's fabulous. You guys did a great job. Now let's go ahead and line up and we're going to go head out to recess. Thank you.